Hello and a very warm welcome. Today I am going to talk to you about top 10 tips again, this time on time management. Time. One of the best resources which is neither recyclable nor can be produced. So it's really important to manage whatever limited time that we have got. Today I am going to tell you a few tips which will tell you how to manage time effectively. Okay, tip number 1. First and foremost, have a defined schedule or to-do list for the next day one night prior. Every evening, keep checking how much work you have completed. Any work that you have procrastinated for more than thrice, simply take off that work. This clearly means that it doesn't need to be done immediately. It can be done at a later stage. And hence it is really important that you need to focus on what all we have at the moment, and that's important. Another thing is Stephen Covey's quadrant, that is what we talk about, which is 4 quadrants: urgent and important, important but not urgent, urgent but not important, and not urgent and not important. I'll explain each of these. Urgent and important, those are tasks which are immediately at hand and which are very important. Things like project deadlines, things like your electricity bill to be paid. Now that's important and urgent as well. Okay, if you miss a deadline, then you're going to really face serious problems. Okay, tip 2 or quadrant 2, I would say, is important but not urgent. In this quadrant, all the tasks which are long term, which are really important but may not be very urgent right now. Okay, put all those tasks in that quadrant. Okay, that is important but not urgent. Third one is urgent but not important, which means this can be urgent for you, but may not be that important. It may be important for somebody else. So anybody who keeps delegating these tasks to you, okay, be assertive and say it upfront that you may do it right away and then complete and simply move on. Fourth is not important and not urgent. Various tasks which we keep doing it as part of our routine, and just because we have got a habit of it. Things like long phone calls, okay, unnecessary social media timing, etc. If it's not going to benefit, ask yourself a question: why are you doing it? And if the answer is not very clear, don't even stay there. Okay, so ideally 75 to 80% of your time should be spent in quadrant 2. Okay, important but not urgent. However, we found that people largely spend time on the first one, which is urgent and important, and that creates a situation where everybody is always on firefighting mode. So if this needs to be stopped, we need to prioritize, and this is one of the best tools to prioritize. That's tip number 2. Tip number 3, have a very clear defined agenda whenever you are entering into a meeting. Often it has been seen that in meetings we go on and on without any conclusive results. So it's really important that we are straightforward, clear, and are sticking to the agenda. Fourth, most importantly, be assertive. Being assertive does not mean being rude or being aggressive. It only means standing up for your right, saying no when you want to say no, saying yes when you want to say yes. Be assertive, say it clearly. Okay, the important thing is when you are assertive, explain the reason why you can't do it. B, suggest an alternative. C, be genuine. Okay, that's very important. Another thing, make place for everything. Often we spend a lot of time in searching for the things that we have kept. Okay, and that's a lot of wastage of our time. It's important that we keep things in its place so that we can easily find it. One more time waster is when we are too emotionally drained out and we blame all the things for external things. No, we have to take the ownership. We have to control our time because we are the masters of our time. If we do not manage our times well, then we will always be time slaves and time poor. 8th, manage your stress, follow a routine. 9th, write down all the activities that you have done right from morning till evening. Audit the time where you are overspending your time, keep improving on. And 10th, most importantly, strike a balance. Okay, strike a balance between your personal time, your family time, your work time, your time for planning and strategy. Ideally, 20% of your time should be reserved for planning. Rest 80% should be distributed the way it is. So these are my tips. Wish you all the best. Be time rich. Manage your time effectively. All the best. Thank you.